This is part 2 of how a nation turns against itself through propaganda. If you didn't watch part 1, go back and watch it because you're going to need that context. We're talking about how propaganda and othering creates a path to genocide. We left off on April 6, 1994, when the plane carrying the Hutu president was shot down. And like I said, things went south. I told you to remember RTLM, state-run radio station, switches into full incitement mode. They're not making jokes about Tutsis being cockroaches and snakes anymore, you guys. They're saying things like, the graves aren't yet full. Who's going to do the work? They're urging their listeners to cut down the tall trees, which was a coded phrase for killing Tutsis. They celebrated the killings in real time, cheering on massacres and giving super specific location information so that other people could join in. And again, I'm purposely not including the triggering details of this violence, but I do want to reiterate how truly horrific this was. So why did this propaganda work? The message wasn't random. It tapped into decades of fear and resentment, dehumanizing Tutsis and framing the violence against them as self-defense. The propaganda made people not only feel justified in the killing, but obligated to participate. It was their duty. And I don't think a lot of people realize how quick this was. In 100 days, nearly 1 million Tutsis and moderate Hutus, the people who were like, I don't know if we should be doing this, were exterminated. Neighbors turned on neighbors, and their propaganda didn't just fuel the genocide, it orchestrated it. Now let's get back to the US. And someone in the comments is like, oh my God, are you seriously going to try and say that the US is the next Rwanda? No, I'm not going to say that. But I am going to point out the historical pattern of propaganda. Dehumanizing language about certain groups, the media spreading fear that outsiders or political opponents are an existential threat. And now social media echo chambers accelerating the hate. The President of the United States talking about the enemy from within. Is this too dramatic? Let me know.